I was super nervous to give the sculpt a go because I've been a Wicked super fan since it premiered on Broadway, and honestly, there were just so many ways it could go wrong. But about a week after Wicked for Good premiered, the artists and designers started posting reference photos online of the Scarecrow design, and I was just so intrigued by the complexity of what they accomplished and thought I'd give it a go. Even though he's a little jump scare-ish, I hope I pulled it off. I'm curious to know, if you saw the movie, what did you think about how Fiyero looked as the Scarecrow? Because I've seen so many negative comments online, and I don't know if that's the internet being the internet, they're truly upset about the design, or they just miss seeing Jonathan Bailey's face, which I totally get, not gonna lie. So here I'm just dusting up his boots with a little soft pastels. Basically, the main difference in his uniform after the transformation is the fabrics are all burlap and straw-like. He's dusty, tattered, and torn, as all scarecrows are. So to achieve that burlap texture in the clay, I bought some actual burlap in both a looser and tighter weave and rolled them over the clay to get that textured look. No fancy accessories for Fiyero. He just uses a little rope to keep those pants up. I used both weaves of burlap just to have the texture come through on the hands. With small parts that you're handling a lot, the texture tends to get pressed out. Just have to keep going over it a few times. This part took quite some time, but I think I figured out an efficient technique for creating the straw look. It was like a cross hatch and then a circular motion, similar to what I do when making little slices of clay cake. So many little straw details, Fiyero. Alright, so once all of the details were complete, I used more soft pastels to bring a little color to them. While that was baking, I moved on to sculpting that beautiful face. As a former cake decorator, I've had a lot of practice sculpting characters, but human faces have always been such a challenge for me. I hope with each sculpt I can achieve better and better likeness. That part is hard. Kind of giving John Cena vibes. Maybe Heath Ledger. Oops, I forgot about that gravity thing. He's alright, it's all good. After the head was baked, I started adding his scarecrow features with the same burlap technique I used before. It was important to bake the head first so that I didn't end up crushing any of the features with this application. I added clay eyebrows and hair and gave him a little haircut. Attached the head and decided I didn't like these eyebrows. Luckily, nothing is permanent in clay until baked. He got new eyebrows, and it was time for the last bake. Okay, that backlight is creepy. For final details, I glued tiny pieces of hay to give his hair a more authentic and filled out look. I dry brushed some acrylic paints for added dimension to the texture. Then sealed the paints with some Liquitex matte varnish spray. I decided to create my own wooden base, so I hopped into Photoshop and created this yellow brick road design, and then brought that into my CNC program to carve. Added a few coats of acrylic paint, glitterized it, drilled some holes, and done! As terrifying as it can be to share your work, I hope this might inspire you to create something of your own, and please tag me, would love to see what you make.